Hey guys, Nemesis E here, bringing you the Super Flat Water World. And well, today I'd like to thank you for your support and all that. I know I said there was going to be a lot of lag this episode. No, I didn't say that. Oh, what the? Um. Wow, that was pretty bad. Especially when I looked at the back of my character like that. Didn't even hit F5 again. But yeah, I want to thank you for your support and all that. Yeah, my back is feeling a little better after a couple ibuprofen. Uh, I kind of don't like taking drugs, even if they are, over the counter, prescription, or anything like that. Kind of not like anti drugs. I just don't believe in taking them unless you truly need them. So I'm going to strip down, and we're going to hopefully not misplace things. If we do, whatever. So we're going to go to the end, and I want to place some slabs. I know I got a bunch of slabs other places. But yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about my back situation. Because last night at work, it's not like... okay, wow. What's with all this? I was working. I felt it. I don't know. It's kind of like a muscle cramp kind of thing, more than anything. Because it's like below the shoulder blade, above the small of the back. Oh, the lag is real. This one. So yeah, I just last night I could feel it a little bit burning. All right, sorry about that. I was just checking to see why I'm just lagging, especially when I'm getting 120 frames there. But no, I was at work. My back started hurting a little bit. Like I said, it's I wouldn't say a muscle spasm, because it's not twitching or anything. It's more of I don't know, felt like sprained muscle or um, more like a cramp than anything. And so I was like, just just poop myself there. But yeah, just felt it coming on, and it's just like seemed to be no big deal at the time. And then I do errands today, and it basically caught fire. I just so bad. I mean, it's kind of a numb pain right now. Like I can still feel it, but it's not as bad as it was earlier. Because like that little 51-second video, I don't know if you can tell it in my voice or not, but that it hurt. It was bad. Like I said, I can still feel it now. I took a total of 4 ibuprofen today, and 2 literally after like getting out of it. Well, I was on the way back home, and I took 2, and it just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. So yeah, I just didn't want to record sounding all I'm in pain. Oh god, sounding like I'm constipated. I was like, no, I'm good on that. But yeah. So I want to thank you guys for patience and all that. Not being a patient, just being patient. Having patience with me. Well, I try to well, semi-recover. I mean, I took a nap and all that, and felt a lot better than obviously I had to go to work. Let's see what else. But yeah, I just want to get some kind of platform under here, and then I'm going to put the beacon under here too. Because basically, I want to try to figure out how to make it nice and circular under here. I don't know if it's going to stay wood, because I mean I can always torch it if I don't like it. I'm just going around the edges, because basically I think all but this last layer is what's going to get mined out when I need the obsidian. Now I have all that. And then since last episode with the nether, I had mined out, or well, not mined out, used the dragon egg to kill 9 or 3x3. Would you stop the weirdness? So, and then what else? I think that's about it. I mean, you've seen me destroy all the stuff in here that I didn't need. Because I want to, I think, fully get all the end portals up. That way I can, well, you know, place. Get, you know, all the different teleportations. Wow, what is going on? As single player lagging. What? Why? Who? What? Where? It's like the frames just went kaputs because of something. It's computing something. I don't know. I'm still on 1.11, so I haven't upgraded to any snapshot or anything to do with 11.2 or whatever. Let's see. I was going to, because what I really wanted to say was it last Wednesday? Because, you know, I did the episode, and then obviously later that night I went to work, and yeah, work was interesting, because I work with my nephew works with me. He just recently turned 21 in December, so he's been working there since, well, for almost a year now. I think maybe a little bit more, but he's an interesting character in himself. I mean, family usually are interesting characters, but he's sitting there. It's like, oh yeah, the one guy that, you know, that took the picture of you. I was like, what? Yeah, he's here. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because earlier in the week, I think it was like Tuesday or something like that, I was telling a group of guys I got to leave the parking lot because they're smoking weed. And again, I don't condone it or anything like that, and don't do it myself, but obviously you got to know the laws. I'm just doing my job, so don't get angry with me like some of them do. But just, hey man, you can't be smoking in the parking lot, you got to go for the night. And he's sitting there taping, well, live lagging for Instagram. Me being, I don't know smartphones, because I run a flip phone, and people laugh at me for it. It's like, dude, I have my computer. If I want to look something up, I wait till I get home, whatever. And so I'm sitting there, you know, like, they're taking their sweet time. They're still rolling their blunt, their joint, whatever. And so I just, like, be an idiot. I'm like, hey, hi Facebook, and they're like, man, that ain't Facebook, it's Instagram. We've been live all night. Da 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 da. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I can tell from 20 feet away that it's not Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or something. It's like, dude, I don't really care. It's like Facebook's for old people. I'm like, well, I guess I'm old. I use Facebook. I had MySpace. I mean, the next big whatever will come along and wipe out Instagram. So it's all a fad. That's all it is. Facebook is it. I don't plan on getting anything else. And even then, I rarely use Facebook. It's not. I mean, I go on there. I look at the funny, stupid things, and that's about it. I look for videos. It's like, okay, what's going to entertain me? Oh, that. Okay, well, that's 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, I'm done. But, yeah, so I'm sitting there, dealing with them on that night. And then Wednesday night, my nephew's like, oh, yeah, the guy's here. I'm like, what are you talking about? My nephew was sitting there trying to tell me that the guys were here. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, the guys that was, filming you on Instagram, whatever. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, right there. I'm like, that's not him. What? It's like, I thought it was. Like, no, that's not him. That's just some other little tool. It's like, oh, I thought that was him. It's like, I thought you said it was him. I'm like, how am I going to tell you somebody, who it is without, like, actually, like, showing you a picture or something? It's like, whatever. Anyways, get to the point. So they're standing at the end of the bar by the bathroom. It's like, okay, whatever. They're waiting for the bathroom. Well, later, my nephew walks by and they're sitting at the bar, and he happens to like, hey, that kid over there, he's drinking. It's like, wait, what? And the manager, is sitting there is like, wait, what? And we're both like, you saw him drinking? You sure? It's like, yeah. So the manager walks into the office, goes checks the camera, comes back out. It's like, yep, sure enough. Walks up to the kid, how old are you? And he's like, well, I'm 18. They both say they're 18. It's like, really? Guess what? You can leave. And we're basically, trying to be nice and like, no, you can leave for the night. Don't do it again. And obviously you're 18, you already have a drinking problem because you're drinking out of somebody's cup and bottle that basically going to the sink and garbage. That's gross. So, that's just weird altogether. So it's like, okay, well, you can leave. So we tell him to leave, and we're, me and the other guard are seeing him on the phone. Like I fill him in because he came in like a few minutes later or whatever. And so I'm filling him in, and he's like, all right, well, we're sitting there, we're both going like, well, he's on the phone, but watch, his friends get in the table and they're going to try to come back in. Sure enough, try to come back in, all of a sudden they're going for the bathroom. It's like, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm like, hey, because basically I'm like, hey, you're not supposed to come back in, right? And he totally ignores me, and basically I just raised my voice and like, hey, I'm talking to you. And he just pretty much like, huh? Well, try to go to the bathroom. I was like, I don't care. You're not supposed to be in here, so go somewhere else. And sitting there telling, we tell them, it's like, you are supposed to be leaving the property now. It's like, you want to stick around? Sheriffs will be called. And so sitting there waiting, we see him just walking around outside and be out back. And waiting, and well, the other guard's like, all right, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. After I get done going to the bathroom, I'll do a round, see where they're at, because they disappeared for a minute. So we're figuring they're all waiting out by their car. And he's in the bathroom, and I look over, and I see them literally walk back inside. This time, they're in different clothes, different, they switched hats, and they switched clothes. Like, literally, I don't know if they switched pants. That'd be really weird if they did. I didn't pay that much attention. I know they switched shirts and jackets, and they switched hats. And I'm like, So I walk up to the manager. I'm like, can we call the sheriff now? Just like call him. He's like, wait, what? What's going on? And I tell him like, oh, where they at? Like point him out and walk down there with him. And there's like I don't know, like two big groups of kids. I don't know, like 4 in one and like 10 in the other, and they all know them. And point out the first one. He's sitting there. Manager starts basically telling him, hey, this is what's happening. This is what you need to do, and you need to leave now, basically. If not, you are going to be leaving in a way you're not going to be happy with. And I look for the other kid. Well, he's literally hiding behind 4 other kids because they're sitting in front of him trying to hide him. And I walk over, grab him on the, tap him on the shoulder, and like, get out now. And he just gets up, starts walking out. And I'm sitting there looking at his attitude and like he's going to try to come back. And so we're sitting there waiting on him, and the manager's sitting there. He's like, oh, maybe I should say something to the kids. I'm like, you should say something to those kids because they're all trying to hide him and stuff. It's like, oh my god, subside leg, subside, stop leg. Why leg? But so sitting there, talking to him, it tells him, hey, this is what's going on. You guys bring him back in here, them back in here. You guys are pretty much 86 too, and you will be also how the sheriff's called on you. And so they're like, okay, and then a couple of them are like, what they actually do? It's like they're drinking out of other people's beers that are like going into the garbage, and they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, enjoy the herpes or cold, anything. It's just gross. That's disgusting. And drinking after other people. Please stop at the lag. Oh my god. So, get that, and we're like, all right, let's. As we're kicking the other kid, the last kid out, because he got talked to. This is before we talked to the groups, and so he's sitting there trying to talk to a female and get a cigarette off her. And it's like you got to be 21 and older now to smoke cigarettes in California. So he's sitting there, just like basically interrupt that. It's like no, you got to go. It's like, sorry for the inconvenience. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Try to be nice to her and tell him to go away, all at the same go. And so he basically they walk off the property. It's like, okay, they're leaving, cool, whatever. And oh my gosh, stop with the freaking leg. And so we're like, okay, maybe nothing of it. And then see him walk by the door again, like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes later or something like that. It's like, really? So start following them out, and they run ahead and disappear. And sitting there and like point to the other guard. I'm like, oh, they're over in the bushes. And it's like, okay, they're hiding in the bushes, whatever. Well, the sheriff's go down the street, signs are blaring, and the sirens blaring, signs are blaring, and they got a call, and all of a sudden the little kid, the one little kid just rushes out of the bushes like, oh, it's like, they're not gonna come sirens are blaring for you because you're literally no threat. Unless literally we said, like, oh, he's got a gun, which we would not, unless he really did. That's real emergency stuff. You'd be non-emergency. But it's just funny seeing him run out of the bushes. But it's turning into the land of I can do whatever I want kind of thing, and it's just getting annoying. It's like, you can't do that to me. Oh, I told you no. So yeah, that's my little rant. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that the one little guy came back Sunday, the one that was hiding in the bushes. He came back on the following Sunday, and like nah, I can't be him. Because I'm looking at his hair, and he's got like some like combed over, frosted tipped, weird. Well, it's normal nowadays, but I mean, to me, it's weird. Like boy band looking hair kind of thing. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, nah, that can't be him. I literally walk over and I look at him. He looks at me, and I turn around, walk straight for the phone, calling the non-emergency on him. And ladies in there, it's like, oh, what do you look like, dude? I'm like, oh, he looks like this. He's about 18. Well, he is 18, but I mean, sitting there all of a sudden, it's like, well, is he still there? And it's like, turn around, like, I don't see him. It's like, he's like, well, I don't want to send out a unit if he's not there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I'll be right back. Let me, check outside, make sure he's not outside somewhere. Go do a round, check everything, come back in. Sorry to waste your time. He's no longer here. But it's like, ballsy little guy, aren't you? It's like, you think you're going to come in and drink, off of other people's beer, basically they're done with because they're going home drunk, hammered, whatever, to go make out and do their things. And it's like, ew. Hey, am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. But it's like, wow, you, sir, are gross. But you can't be back in here. It's like, just weird. Just weird. Just saying. So, I don't know. That's just my thing for this past week. And literally I got, tonight, which would be day 12, so, but, of working 12 days straight. Normally I don't work 12 days straight. So, hopefully I don't have to adult too much more. I can sit at home and relax for a minute. But yeah, that's pretty much been that. So, oh, and I did a little work here, obviously, as you can see. I was trying to bring this out. I think it's kind of decent. I don't know if I want to try to get some lights up there to light that up. Otherwise, these torches might be going. I don't know. Kind of like them, kind of don't. Because I was thinking maybe glowstone here. That way it'll light it up that way, and it'll be kind of hidden. Because otherwise, this one over here is still the fishing spot, which is not hidden. So basically, I made sure the water was not blocked off. And then I did do some fishing, AFK wise, about, I don't know, I want to say 10 hours worth-ish. And I am, I think, there. It's either that chest or that chest on this side, so. Hey, there's a lock in there. But yeah, that's where I'm at on that. Otherwise, I want to, I think, put in a hidden door in there, on there, so it'll, be flush, like this one. And then I'm going to bring some design over, I think up to the middle of that, and then back down. And then it meets over here. This will be on this side and over there. And then same with up and down. And then obviously I think this kind of arch over there. And then I want to make some kind of funnel-ish thing to here somewhere on this. So it looks like it's a big funnel as it come through. And there's a police chase. So. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for this episode. So, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you forgive me for not having it on Wednesday. But yeah, until next time, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Enjoy fish. Maybe if If you don't like it, whatever. It's cool. I've been eating it on here. See. Oh, and yeah. So be safe out there, and see you in the next one. Bye, guys.